The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
But I need to tell you
Good
something.
morning, Newcastle. Welcome to Friday, November 6th, or like I like to call it, Playoff Friday in the greatest castle in the world. Hopefully you have that first cup of coffee, because NewsWatch with news, sports, weather, and information is straight ahead for you.
But I need to tell you something.
I am never getting married. Ever. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the numbers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michael Joseph in Newcastle. State Farm is there.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now with 2 locations in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side and 1101 Highland Avenue. Call Cedars East, 724-658-9260, or Cedars North, 724-652-7657.
Welcome back, and yes, it's NewsWatch for this Friday, and the greatest castle in the world has so many things going on, and we're here to keep you informed. Loop sensors for signals activation are being installed on Ray Street. So if you're in that vicinity, know that they've been working hard up there at that. And you know, this month, as it slowly slips away, and you know, people are going to say, but Ange, it's only the 6th. Yeah, but next week we run into Veterans Day, Light Up Night. Well, Tuesday, the 10th, they're going to be talking about the Cascade Park swimming pool. We're at the confluence. Now, they're asking for a $25 donation, but, you know, you should get down there and reminisce about those great times that you had as a child, and maybe bring those back for your kids or grandkids right here in the greatest castle in the world. Yes, the Cascade Park swimming pool looks to be a great addition to a magnificent castle. Make sure you stop down and find out more information about it. And then you got the great food too. So it's a win-win-win situation. Stop down to the confluence. It'll be a great time. And you know, I talk about these guys often, and you know, when you are undertaking a job that they're undertaking, it's very easy to be negative and criticize, but New Visions is working hard and steadily about making the castle shine as it always does. And the Clean and Green Action Team has a meeting on Monday at 9 o'clock. Now, what they're going to discuss is cleaning up the Neshannock Creek on November 14th at 9 a.m., and they're going to head out towards the Paper Mill Bridge. You might want to give New Visions a look. They're doing quite a bit. And, you know, rather than just sit on your hands and say, oh, well, they've taken up the torch, and let's give them a little bit of credit, okay? I heard they were on one of the local radio stations saying, what's positive about Newcastle? We're starting to see groups form on Facebook. What's positive about Newcastle? And NCTV45 will always lead the way in that effort, and we will not take a back seat. This is the greatest castle in the world. We just have to look around. So make sure you get in contact with Larry Corvey at New Visions. There, got my tongue wrapped around my eye tooth. Couldn't see what I was saying. And this is a pretty interesting fact. Tuesday of this week, after you come out from your time at the confluence, look to the skies. The northern lights may be seen over Pennsylvania. Tuesday, a solar storm is pushing the northern lights and the aurora borealis southward, so it should be visible in all of Pennsylvania. Make sure you check that out. Now, check out these messages. We're going to be right back after this. Pegley's Pasta and More. When you're hungry for that great Italian taste, bellissimo, it is tremendous. You have to stop by Pegley's for pasta, sandwiches, pizza. Yes, it's Pegley's Pasta and More for that great Italian taste. It's not just for Sunday anymore. Head over to Pegley's.
Whether it's a scheduled appointment or same-day service, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning offers 24/7 service for commercial, industrial, and residential, as well as fire and water damage restoration. Using state-of-the-art technology, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning experts are ready to professionally clean your carpet today. Call DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning for a free in-home estimate. Thank you for making us Lawrence and Mercer County's largest carpet cleaner.
And remember, nobody gets your carpet cleaner.
If you're having a party, then Keystone Specialty is the place you need to go. Yes, they have every party supply that you can imagine. Planning that wedding, that graduation, or maybe it's just that big game that's coming up, go to Keystone Specialty. Party supplies and so much more. Remember, they have those fall decorations, winter, spring, and summer. It's Keystone Specialty on the south side of Newcastle, Mill Street. Welcome to the Silk Road Fair Trade Market, home of those uncommon treasures. Wendy Farmery searches the world over to pick out just the right gift. So stop by the Silk Road Fair Trade Market. Welcome back, and as they say, over there, send the word over there. Yeah, the Yanks were coming, and that was 100 years ago, World War I. Now, the 11th is Veterans Day, and we know it like that, but it's also Armistice Day, and the Lawrence County Historical Society has it listed for veteran and story man Chuck King, they call him Scoopers, in a program about World War I at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, November 11th. That's Veterans Day at the Society, which is 40 North Jefferson Street. 100 years ago in 1915, the war became known as the Total War, and November 11th was originally celebrated as Armistice Day. 1917, that was the end of the war. And while in some countries it's still called Armistice Day, it's also Veterans Day or Remembrance Day. King will provide an overview of the circumstances that which led to World War I and how America got into the war. King will provide, some information about the military and the results and ramifications of the war. And there will also be a display of artifacts and the results and collector memorabilia. He is a member of the Historical Society, a frequent presenter, and it's free, open to the public. You can call the Historical Society at 724-658-4022. And you know, in order to kind of get you in the spirit for Veterans Day, this is really great. You know, a lot of people know that I frequently go out to Notre Dame, and I catch the Notre Dame Navy game, sometimes Notre Dame Pitt. But I was always, and I always held in high respect, the Navy Band. Well, the Navy Band Northeast is going to be, they're from Newport, Rhode Island. It's a pops ensemble. Their 2015 concert series is at where? The Newcastle High School. Tuesday, November 10th at 6 p.m. and admission is free. That is just a great time. Go up and watch the Navy Band. They are absolutely tremendous. And you'll be very, very glad that you did. Now, we're going to be right back after these messages. Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065. It's time to go to Chilella and Carney, floral design artists, for flowers, plants, figurines, and so much more. Whether you're celebrating that special day, that special engagement, anniversary, birthday, you name it, Chilella and Carney has what you need. At 1006 South Mill Street, it's Chilella and Carney. The Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans. Yes, I'm in Mr. Pizza. Hi, we're here with
Sydney.
And it looks like you girls have had a great lunch. Can you tell me what you have, Sydney?
The ham and cheese sub.
Oh, today's special. What did you have?
I had pepperoni pizza and part of the ham and cheese sub, and they were both very good.
Hey, it's always best when you get your food and somebody else's. And here at Mr. Pizza, what a great time. Stop down, check out the special. Welcome back. And yes, you know, when you think of Newcastle, you can't help but think about the Hoyt. You know, they have so many things going on. They have those fall classes, things that enhance our community, Italian ballroom dancing. And they're only a phone call away at 724-652-2882. Now, this Saturday, the Hoyt takes to a little thing called Brewfest. It's the 9th annual Brewfest. From 7 to 11, the Hoyt was founded in 1965, and this year's Brewfest theme is Peace, Love, and Beer. For more information, call 724-652-2882. Tickets are $35 and include a buffet from the Crane Room. Keep in mind that, you know, a lot of people, and I had this discussion early today, and I want to stay with the Hoyt for a second. You know, it's okay to be a culturally well-rounded person. A lot of times in Newcastle here, we think, oh, geez, we're a football town or we're a basketball town. And, you know, on a day like today, that's true. We have 4 teams. Count them, 4 teams from this county in the playoffs. That's a tribute to those young men. But as I told my students when I had the opportunity, that I just don't want to win on the football field or the basketball court. I want to win in algebra and arts and sciences. I want to win everywhere. And, you know, winning in culture is so important. Take a look at what the Hoyt offers. That treasure is ours for the taking, and you won't find it everywhere. Now, I encourage you to get up to the Jameson Health System in the Hoyt atrium and take a look at the pictures that they have up there. This was their annual Expressions of Courage photography competition. And, you know, last night it unveiled between 5 and 7. It was a wonderful opportunity to go to this public reception, take a look at what was going on. In the words of Kim Kohler-Jones, Executive Director at the Hoyt, while gaining an awareness of various conditions and how it affects their well-being, these images will not bring you down, but rather strengthen and bring you up. Okay, admission was free, and you know, there's still time to take a look around and see what that's all about. Now, you know, violence is a terrible thing, and once it occurs, you can't bring anybody back. And we cannot bring back Richard Hogue back when his life was ended by helping others on November 16, 2013. Richard was murdered at the age of 28. He is a father and has a wonderful 8-year-old baby son, a broken-hearted mother. He's a brother to 2 sisters and an uncle to 2 little girls. All love and miss him, and you can remember Richard by donating to the Central Blood Bank. You can go online and use code Z0020906 or call 1-866-DONORS-1. The Richard Hogue Replenishment Drive is November 16th from 2 to 7 at the Elwood City Family Center, 311 College Street, Elwood City. Visit the Central Blood Bank, make an appointment. Now, we're going to be back with so much more right after these messages. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation Center. From the moment you arrive, you know that you're in the right place. Dr. John Wrightson listens first. He pays attention to detail and then makes the determination. Joshua Sun Rehabilitation. We make the pain go away. Hello, folks. Angelo Perrotta for Ferrone Brothers. Wow, you have to try their food. Great Italian food and 2 locations on the south side on Mill Street and on Wilmington Road in Newcastle. Ferrone Brothers for pepperoni rolls, pizza, any Italian dish that you can imagine, okay, and a whole lot more. It's Ferrone Brothers. Stop by, they have those daily specials, and they look forward to seeing you. Tell them NCTV45's sent you.
Gentlemen, if you want to look your best with high-quality clothing, then I recommend Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle. Mike Caggiano is the owner, and he and his staff have been in the business for decades, and they will always give you the right recommendations. They also carry Rondinelli tuxedos. That's Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, 210 East Washington Street, downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-3851.
Welcome back, and now it's time for that Cedar Sports Corner. And yes, so much going on in the world of sports. Keep in mind that tonight it will be the Pens and the Oilers taking the ice. But a lot of attention around here will turn to high school football, where the Newcastle Red Hurricane will be taking on the Mars Planets down there in Mars, and also the Union Scotties will be taking on North Catholic. Keep in mind that the Shenango Wildcats will be at home against Springdale, and Neshannock, yes, they'll be playing up there at Lancer Stadium, and they will be taking on Bentworth. Now, in college football, this weekend's the Notre Dame Pitt game. Duquesne will be taking on Sacred Heart. And Westminster, yes, they'll be taking on good old rival Grove City. Now, we're going to be right back after these messages.
Daimio and Olson Law Group, where every client matters. Serving Newcastle, Elwood City, and Youngstown. Daimio and Olson handles criminal law, bankruptcy, civil matters, workers' compensation, personal injury, medical malpractice, divorce, wills, real estate, and many more legal issues. Call any one of their offices in Newcastle, Elwood City, or Youngstown with these phone numbers. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Daimio and Olson Law Group, where every client matters. Look what you'll find at Paul D. Weller Hardware. Lawn and garden supplies, plumbing and electrical supplies, do-it-yourself items, pipe bending, window screen, and key-making services, tools of all kinds, paint, fans, ladders, rodent traps, bug spray, and that's just some of what you'll be able to purchase at Paul D. Weller Hardware at 207 North Liberty Street in the Mahonington section of Newcastle. Call 724-652-1531. Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Owner Bill Cast and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items you remember as a kid. Just to name a few, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and more. You can also buy homemade cavatelli and ravioli. Bill's Bake Shop, located 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahonington section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
Welcome back, and now some state news. Remember that LIHEAP kicked off November 1st, so any families in need of that service, make sure that you contact the appropriate people. I know a lot of times the number's on the bill. Also, remember that Old Plank Road has that detour up in Neshannock, and that won't be clear until late December. Also, remember that it's open enrollment for the Affordable Care Act, so if you need to get your insurance, that's a great time to take a look at that. And Tom Wolf signed House Bill 874, sponsored by Ron Marsko. Into law, it removes exceptions to the offenses of stalking, harassment, and threatening to use a weapon of mass destruction from those involved in labor disputes. Keep in mind that this Friday at 2 p.m., it's at St. Camilla's, First Friday Adoration. So make sure you stop by there. And you know, I told you about that Festival of the Trees. It's to benefit the Newcastle Public Library. They will have a calendar and things that they will be introducing. It's Thanksgiving Day weekend, the 27th, 28th, and 29th. I wanted to touch on that. Now we're going to be back with a whole lot more right after this. Wow, yes, it's fun to go to the Y, and now with great affordable rates, it's more swimming, more exercise, more family time. The YMCA in downtown Newcastle, or the Y Zone on Eleanor Drive in Shannon Township, welcomes you to a variety of programs, exercise, and fun events.
If you're craving pizza and more, then Little Johnny's 2 wants you to come through the door. Their menu includes many pizza varieties, jumbo wings, hoagies, calzones, strombolis, flatbread sandwiches, bread bowl salads, soups, and more. Dine in, take out, or have them delivered. Little Johnny's 2 can even cater your next party. Their prices are right, and the food is the way you expect it. Little Johnny's 2 is located at 130 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. Call 724-657-2210.
Welcome back. And, you know, at this time of the year, everybody's getting in the Christmas spirit, even though the weather's been kind of great last week. But think about this. Light Up Night is November 12th. It starts at 6:45. Come downtown early. There's a tree lighting ceremony, and the parade begins at 7 o'clock. And fireworks are right after. Now, this is a great time to come down, go to all the establishment, get something nice to eat, you know, and just have a great time in what I call the greatest castle in the world. And when you take a look at this, you have the Navy Band on Tuesday. You have the presentation at the Historical Society on Wednesday. You have Light Up Night on Thursday. And who's saying there's nothing to do here? You're really missing out. And, you know, keep in mind that that pool information is on the 10th. I mean, there's just so much going on. And this is also going on. It's the Holly Jolly Holiday Tour, Saturday, December 5th from 1 to 6. Now, from 9 to 1 at the Confluence, they'll have hot chocolate, pictures with Santa, and then from 1 to 6, there'll be tours through the downtown, a movie at the Riverplex, the Warner Theater over there. The YMCA has an open house, and, you know, so much going on. Stop by and see everything happening. And, you know, keep in mind that this is also important, that they're going to have breakfast with Santa up at the Newcastle Junior Senior High School. They're holding their annual craft show Saturday, December 5th from 9 to 2. You can reserve a table for selling crafts, food. Please call Diane Rankin at 724-656-4700, extension 1122, or Becky Samansky at extension 1109. The cost of an 8-foot table, $25. If you need two, it's $40. There will be a breakfast with Santa from 9 to 11, adults $5, children $3, and children under 2 are free. And just in case you thought, oh, well, how about this? It's Christmas in the Park, December 4th, out at New Wilmington. This will include a parade and other festivities. Elwood City in the south will have Light Up Night December 4th and 5th. It's a 2-day event which will feature many activities in downtown Elwood City. Matter of fact, on Friday from 6 to 8, it's Light Up Night on Lawrence Avenue. Entertainment by Rudy Zest and Janet Filatico. Smokin' Dave's Barbecue. Diamond Dance Academy. The Studio P Dance, to name a few, from 8 to 10:30, a wonderful live screening at the Lincoln High School Auditorium. And then on Saturday from 2 to 4:30, DJ Marshall in the Community Plaza, and 3:30 to 4:15, Christmas Parade on Lawrence Avenue, and from 5 to 9, it's the Christmas in the Park kickoff, and they have free carriage rides with Friendship Hill Equestrian. And, you know, they also sent out the behind-the-scenes work at the Elwood City drive-through lights display known as Christmas in the Park is underway. Volunteers will be stringing lights for display in Ewing Park Saturday, November 7th, from 12 to 3. Ewing Park is just off Route 65. Turn left at Nico's, which they have excellent food there. And you'll come into the park. And if interested, please call. And they gave a number here. Here's Teresa's number. It's 724-321-1226. You can also call 724-816-0498. You know, so that going on down in Elwood City. And like I said, it's just unbelievable, some of the things that we talk about. Remember that the Festival of Trees is also coming up, and we're going to be telling you more about that as we go to next week. It benefits the Newcastle Public Library, and it's being held at the Neshannock High School. So we're definitely giving a shout out to that. You'll want to make your way out there and take a look. Now, we're going to be back with a whole lot more right after these messages.
The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now with 2 locations in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side and 1101 Highland Avenue. Call Cedars East, 724-658-9260, or Cedars North, 724-652-7657.
I'm never getting married. Ever. Guaranteed. You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
I love it here.
We are never moving to the suburbs.
We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the neighbors in life, talk to State Farm agent Michael Joseph in Newcastle. State Farm is there.
The Crane Room is a restaurant. The Crane Room is a bar. The Crane Room is a banquet facility. The restaurant will please you time after time with their diverse menu. Ask about their daily specials. See the menu at craneroom.com. The bar gives you an abundance of choices with 35 beers on tap and always changing. Their banquet services are always to perfection. The Crane Room, located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
Welcome back, and now it's time for that Crane Room 45 weather. Yes, after those spotty showers and a low last night of 56, how's your Saturday looking? Well, from 7 to 3, you're going to experience rain with a high of 66. Now, the rain should stop around 3 or 4 o'clock to clear out for those football games. Friday night's overnight low, 44. Your Saturday, partly sunny with a high of 52. And Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 37. Sunday, mostly sunny, a high of 49. And Sunday night, mostly clear with a low of 32. And as you start back to work, Monday, the sun will shine and the high will be 53. Now that was Crane Room 45 weather. And we're going to be right back after these. Hello, friends. Are you a person on the go? Do you need snacks, cookies, maybe just a deli sandwich, lottery, or gas? It's Gino's in Mahoning Town for all your needs. Stop by Gino's and tell them NCTV45 sent you. All in a nutshell, 102 and 117 North Mercer Street in Newcastle. Visit Keith and Margot Jackson for that new look. The latest in women's and men's clothing. Treat yourself today. You'll be glad you did. Arlington Market, located at 726 Arlington Avenue, has all the great food you remember. Yes, their canned goods are fantastic and feature that old world taste. And meat, cheeses, produce, lunch meats, fresh cut meats, groceries, and so much more. It's Arlington Market. It'll make your table look spectacular.
Butts Flowers and Gifts offers top quality flower arrangements and gifts for any occasion. The pros at Butts Flowers and Gifts provide exceptional customer service, and each bouquet is hand arranged. Stop in and check out their wide selection of gift baskets and plants. They provide flower delivery service locally to Newcastle, Bessemer, Edinburgh, New Wilmington, West Pittsburgh, and across the nation. It's Butts Flowers at 120 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-7727 or toll free 1-800-443-7726. If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Welcome back. And, before we wrap things up here, I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend, Tom Wilson. Tom has so graciously taken this Washington Center and really made it a jewel of downtown. And today, he's cleaned up the trees. It looks spectacular as he was working on Thursday. Don Vaughn and company cleaning up that shrubbery right in front of NCTV45. It gives us a nice, cozy, warm feeling that everything's trimmed and looks beautiful right here in downtown Newcastle. Now, I'm going to tell you good luck to all the area football teams. Would like you to all come back with wins, but the most important thing, good sportsmanship, and give it your best shot. And for everybody else, make sure you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. See you again next week.